Hey guys, DigiBobcat here, and if you're like me, you went out as soon as you could to get yourself a copy of either Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet, or maybe even both. But what now? In this guide, I'll be going over some tips to help you out early on that the game may not let you know about until later in your playthrough. This first bit isn't really a gameplay tip, but one of the things you're going to notice upon entering character creation is that there are a lot more customization options than we're used to in a Pokemon game, and you have access to them right off the bat. So not only do you get to change your hairstyle, your hair color, your eye color, you can change your eye shape, your mouth shape. You got a lot more choices of eyebrows. You get to change your eyelashes and eyelash color. You can give yourself a beauty mark. You can give yourself freckles. There's just a lot more customization options than we're used to in a Pokemon game, and they did a really good job with it. For my first tip, take your time exploring the world. Don't just be in a hurry to rush to the next objective that the game tells you about. There are items sprinkled everywhere across the world, and if you gather these items, it'll save you a lot of money in the future that you can spend on cosmetics, you can spend on battle items. You won't necessarily have to buy a lot of Pokeballs, a lot of potions. And especially pay attention to the little glowing dots on the ground. They're a lot more subtle than they have been in previous games, but these will give you items as well. A lot of times they're berries, which are great. You can give them to your Pokemon to hold in battle. But sometimes they can be, more Pokeballs, more potions. So just keep an eye out and explore. Find all of these items. Next, if you hit up on your D or Delta pad, you'll notice you get access to a lot of emotes. It's a nice little touch that they add to the game. You can wave at people. You can hold out your Pokeball. You can make different poses. It adds a new little flavor to the game. Also, if you hit the down button, you have access to a camera now. You can take pictures of the scenery of Pokemon that you come across, or if you hit the Y button, you can start taking selfies. You can take selfies with your Pokemon. You can take selfies at locations that you really like. So get out there, get some pictures, and have fun doing it. If you hit left on your Delta pad, you'll bring up your uniform menu. You've got 4 different styles to choose from: your spring, summer, fall, and winter outfits. So pick which style you like and roll with it. Moving on, there are several different ways you can initiate battle in Scarlet and Violet. The first one is the traditional method of just running into the wild Pokemon. You'll send out the lead member of your team, where you can start battle and either knock it out for the experience or weaken it to capture it. The next method is to use your ZR button to throw the Pokeball containing your lead team member at the wild Pokemon to start battle. This has the added advantage that you can target Pokemon using your ZL button that are in trees or in the air flying and start battle with them, whereas they would previously be inaccessible. You can also get a back attack like in Pokemon Arceus, where the Pokemon will be stunned upon entering battle. It'll be unable to act in its first move, and it gives you an advantage. And then you can proceed like normal to either weaken the Pokemon and catch it, or knock it out for the experience. This last one is a new mechanic they've added for battling, in that you can hit the R button to send your Pokemon out into the world. And like in Arceus, they'll also pick up items while they're doing this, but they'll also battle the wild Pokemon that are running around the map. You have to be careful though, because it doesn't really seem to take level into account. It seems to heavily rely on type advantages. So don't send a grass type to battle a flying type, or bug type. Even if it's 10 levels ahead, it'll still lose half its HP, get weary, and come back to you. But this is a nice little way for them to battle while you're out exploring. They can be fighting, you can be picking up items or talking to NPCs, and they'll still be knocking out Pokemon, gaining experience for themselves and their team. And it was a really creative way to interact with the world. So, I hope you enjoyed this guide. There'll be more as we continue to explore further into the Paldea region and see what these games have to offer us. I'm looking forward to continuing our adventures together, and I hope to see you soon.